This clip is about using speed to get onto the post nice and early and playing that straight backhand or forehand drop. What we're going to look at in this clip is trying to recognize when you've hit a really good length or you've hit a nice wide cross court, you force someone to defend out the back corner and play that two-wall boast, or even off an attacking boast. If you recognize it early enough, that we can get onto it with a nice racket preparation, using your speed, getting your feet up to the ball and playing that nice backhand drop, getting the ball to glide in nice and tight and forcing your opponent to come in, try and create something as a tandem of shots between, if I can get on it nice and early and play that, say, backhand nice tight drop, they come in, get off, clip it off the wall, and then I can use that as a pair shot to try and make them do a couple of court sprints. So the main thing I think about in this is if someone's coming from a deep corner either side, the furthest point on the court is to play the backhand drop. So if I naturally just, most people, especially at club level, I see that they just run in there and play a cross-court drive. They're hitting back to where the opponent is. So what I try and coach and tell people is, if this is the biggest area of the court and I can make someone do that time and time again, if that happens 5 times per game, if that happens, 20 shots per match, they're pretty much doing, another 20 court sprints than you are. And over time, that can tire someone out and really benefit you as the match goes on. I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration where I'm going to hit a two-wall boast. I'm going to come in and play a straight drop, try and get the ball nice and early before the side wall, but also try and meet the ball on the rise. If I'm going to be late onto that ball and hit the ball after the top of the bounce, I'm really giving half a second away back to my opponent and nullifying the kind of attack that I'm trying to do here, okay? Caught the sidewall a little bit there, so if I can just get it. Okay, not bad. So what I'm trying to look to do there is get my feet up the ball nice and quick, try and catch floorboard squash before the sidewall, and really try and extend the court to make it as big as possible. In the modern game, you look at people like Paul Cole, who does it really well, uses his speed to really attack and kind of make that court the biggest possible area we can make it. If I can sell that shot time and time again, what it'll do is with the threat of that shot, it'll force my opponent to really charge up the court, and then I'll open and access other areas of the court. So what we can do is kind of start pairing that. We can start selling it with the flick, with the cross-court drive, but as long as I sell that weapon first, I can then bring the variations in later in the game.